Good morning, everyone, and welcome to How to Pitch with Confidence, a webinar which is hosted by Benedict College Women's Business Center. We have a dynamic speaker for you today. Her name is Tiffany Burns, and she is with client support at Benedict College. So she helps pre-venture growing businesses to develop plans, in addition to helping them identify resources to start and grow their businesses. So if you have any questions for her or any of our staff at the WBC, I'm going to go ahead and put our office information in the chat shortly, and feel free to contact us. The WBC Women's Business Center has been in existence in September 2020. So yes, we did start during the start of COVID. And what we've been able to do is just what I mentioned, is to help small businesses, those who in pre-venture start their businesses, and those who have existing businesses to grow their business, and whatever goal that means to them, or whatever that means to them. For example, if they wanted to start generating revenue, we provided assistance with that. If they need assistance with securing a business license, EIN, you name it, that's what we do or have done and continue to do. So I do want to note that this webinar is being recorded. So when you come in, you notice that you will have been muted. So we're going to use this webinar and host it on our YouTube channel. We ask that you remain muted unless there is a question that you have, then feel free to come off the mic. But aside from that, we ask that you keep your mics off. We do have our second annual South Carolina Business Summit, which is scheduled for August 15th. We'll have some additional information come out shortly for you to save the date. And hopefully, if we did not see you last year, we'll see you this time. The focus is going to be on marketing. We have some dynamic speakers planned for you all. Some you may know, some you may not know, but it's just a wealth of information to help small businesses and those who are in the process of starting grow their ventures. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our speaker, which is Tiffany Burns. Thank you.
Thank you, Shauna. Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Tiffany Burns. As Shauna has stated, I am the manager of the business development and client support at the BCWBC. So a little about me. I have a BS in Organizational Management from Morris College and a Master's in Information Systems Management from Liberty University. I have a background that spans about 12 years in information technology, and it ranges from the help desk support, software development, and IT project management. I have about 5 years in entrepreneurship, and also my background has given me has really fueled my passion for problem solving and nurturing and uncovering and extracting potential. So my role here at the BCWBC is to leverage those skills to offer experience and support and guide entrepreneurs like yourself, and also to help you realize your true potential of your business and yourself, and to guide you through the steps of refining your pitch. So without further ado, we'll continue on. So this webinar, who is it for? It's for aspiring entrepreneurs, individuals who are just starting their journey and need guidance on pitching their business ideas, or business owners who are looking to establish more of a strong foundation and communicate their business clearly. So it's also for small business owners who are more established and want to refine their pitching skills and attract more customers, secure funding, or expand their business. We also cater to multiple business owners, entrepreneurs that maybe manage multiple ventures, who want to learn how to pitch their overall vision and individual business ideas. All right, so today's webinar, we will be covering the components of an effective business pitch, how to craft a compelling business pitch, And then we'll briefly discuss some of the barriers and benefits of effective pitches. You will also participate in a pitch building exercise. So I encourage you to get your pens and pad to take some notes. We'll then introduce our new program, Pitch Perfect, and then we will follow that with a Q&A session. All right, so Shark Tank. Now, I'm sure you all recognize these faces from this TV show, Shark Tank, right? When I'm watching the entrepreneur's pitch, you can almost feel the sweat-inducing anxiety and pressure that they're facing when they're presenting to these panels of investors. Because these investors are really tough, right? They're very, very difficult to these entrepreneurs. But what's important to note about these pitches when they're pitching to these investors is not just that their products are good, but it's also how well they sell the value and their market potential, right? So that's really what investors are interested in, right? So what is a pitch? A pitch is defined as a presentation of your idea, products, or business that captures the audience's attention, persuades them to take action, and it effectively communicates your unique value proposition, market potential, and strategic goal. And it's tailored to resonate with your interests and needs of your audience. So essentially, that means that your pitch is your best tool to communicate not just what you do, but the value you bring. So it's really your opportunity to convey the essence of your business in a way that captivates and convinces your audience to believe in you and what you do. So while it's essential to have an effective pitch, I have to be honest, it's one of the most challenging things for many entrepreneurs to do, right? I mean, you get to that point where you're nervous and you don't know exactly what you want to say or how you will pitch your business value, and it's difficult. It's difficult to come up with a pitch for your business sometimes. So to understand a broader context and why a strong business pitch is important, let's look at some statistics about businesses when it comes to receive funding. All right, so there are some challenges in securing venture capital, right? Only about 0.05% of startups successfully raise venture capital. And there are challenges that are unique to women specifically who own businesses, because despite the rising number of women-owned businesses, women-led startups receive only about 2.3% of venture capital funding. Women typically face harsher judgment and deal with specific challenges when they're pitching. Additionally, 40% of startup businesses achieve profitability, only 40%. And so when it comes to success with angel investors, about 15 to 20% of companies that pitch to angel investors, whether they're new or established, receive funding. Now, this success rate is higher compared to venture capital, but it does show the importance of targeting the right investors and thoroughly preparing for your pitch. So when investors decide on whether or not they're interested in you, they do it within the first 60 seconds of your pitch. So this means that your opening needs to be very strong and engaging and capture their attention immediately. So the statistics that I showed you, they highlight the importance of having a strong, compelling pitch, but it's important to understand just what actually separates a good pitch from, we won't say bad pitch, but we'll say less compelling one. All right, so a less compelling pitch versus a bad pitch. So a less compelling pitch, it lacks structure, lacks confidence, lacks relevance, and lacks research, and it fails to effectively communicate a unique value proposition. On the other hand, a good pitch is very clear, is confident, is compelling, and is well structured, and it addresses the audience's needs. And it answered the question, what's in it for me? All right, so we understand kind of the distinction between a good pitch and a less compelling pitch, but we need to make sure that your pitch not only conveys valuable information, but that it makes it more likely to achieve the desired outcome when you understand those distinctions, and also when you connect with your target audience. So, considering this, what's in it for me? Your audience wants to know if what you're offering is directly beneficial to them, right? So investors, they want to know financial return is going to be, the market potential, and whether or not you're a strategic fit. For your customers, they want to know, how does this solve my problem? How does it improve my life? And what are the costs versus benefits? Meaning, is it worth my money and my time? So for potential partners, they want to know if this could be a mutually beneficial collaboration and whether or not you align with their own business strategy, right? So understanding this, what's in it for me, helps you align with the expectations of your audience. But achieving this alignment sometimes has its challenges, honestly. There are some barriers that might actually prevent you from delivering an effective pitch. So one of the biggest heavy hitters is the psychological barriers, right? It's important to believe in what you are presenting. Maybe you don't understand what your own value is or even believe in it. The other important thing is not understanding your audience. This is why we emphasize at BCWBC understanding your market, your target market, right? And doing your market research. That is so important. The other thing is imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome, you may feel like you're a fraud, even though you've made substantial accomplishments in your business. And next, there's the fear of rejection. We all suffer from that sometimes, right? And it can actually prevent you from pitching persuasively and assertively. So another barrier is your communication. Maybe you have some issues with articulation and communicating clearly what your thoughts are and concisely what your thoughts are, which affects your ability to pitch. It can make your pitch very confusing. Additionally, there are a lot of people that experience fear with public speaking, which we know can cause anxiety and affect your delivery, right? So next, we have authenticity. A lot of people have negative perceptions of sales, and they feel like maybe pitching is salesy or manipulative, and that can be a barrier. So they view pitching as manipulative rather than an opportunity to actually share their value, which can hinder their approach. And of course, it's important to maintain authenticity. So you want to present yourself genuinely that makes your pitch more convincing and relatable. So finally, finding the right approach. Finding the right approach to refining your business pitch, it requires practice and feedback, honestly. It can be very challenging. So when you finally get to the point where you're establishing your pitch, you will reap some psychological benefits because it all starts with your mind, right? So there are some psychological benefits to refining your pitch. Like I said, it all starts within your mind. Whatever a man thinks, that's what he is, right? So when you refine your pitch, it boosts your confidence. It creates a positive self-perception. And it allows you to focus on your value proposition. It also helps you amplify your passion, what you're passionate about in your business, why you started your business. And it also enhances your problem-solving skills. So now that we know what refining your pitch will do for you professionally, let's kind of look at some of the structure of compelling a pitch. Now, if you've joined and you have a pen and paper nearby, I really encourage you to jot some of these notes down because we will be having a pitch exercise after we go through these components. All right, so when you're creating the foundation of your comprehensive pitch, we have 6 components: the who, the what, the where, the what, the how, the when, and the why. So first we'll start with the who. Who are you as a business owner? Who is your company as an entity? The purpose of the who in your pitch is to establish that credibility and also introduce yourself. So I have an example here. And so what we'll do is we'll read the example with fill in the blank, and then I'm going to give you an example. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. So my name is blank, and I am the founder of Business Name, a company dedicated to whatever your brief mission is. So, example, my name is Tiffany Burns, and I'm the founder of EcoClean, a company dedicated to providing environmentally friendly cleaning solutions. Now, this is not really my business. This is just an example. All right, so the what. This addresses what your business does, what your product or services you offer, and what your business solves. And it clearly defines, its purpose is to clearly define the product or service and its relevance. For example, we have my business blank specializes in whatever product or service that helps target audience with a problem or need. Example, my business EcoClean specializes in eco-friendly cleaning solutions that help environmentally conscious homeowners with reducing their chemical footprint and maintaining a healthier living environment. Okay, so we move on to the how. This addresses how your business operates, how your product or services work, and how you will achieve your business goals. Its purpose is to give the audience insight into your business model, operational strategy, or technology behind your product. For example, we have our business operates by model using your technology or technique to deliver a product or service to target audience. All right, our fill in the blank example. Our business operates by a direct-to-consumer model using e-commerce platforms to deliver eco-friendly cleaning products to environmentally friendly, conscious homeowners. All right. Next, we have the where your business operates, where your target market is, and where you expand. The purpose is to provide the context regarding your geographical scope and reach of your business. For example, We have my business is based in city, state, and we primarily serve customers in specific region or market. And fill in the blank example is my business Echo Clean is based in Columbia, South Carolina, and we primarily serve customers in the Columbia Midlands area. All right, we got that? So next we have your when. This addresses when your business started, when key services were launched, and when your next milestones are expected. The purpose of this is to provide the context regarding your timeline of your business or service availability. So for example, we'll say we started our journey in year and have since grown to key milestone or achievement related to service. By date, we aim to future goal or milestone related to services. All right, our full example. We started our journey in 2015, and we have since grown to serve over 10,000 homes with our eco-friendly cleaning products. By 2025, we aim to expand our reach nationwide and reduce household chemical waste by 20%. All right, we got that? Next is your why. Your why is very important. This is why you started your business. Why does your business exist? What is your purpose, belief, or cause? And why is there a demand for your product or service? The purpose of putting your why is to highlight the importance of your business and establish a connection with the audience's needs or pain points. For example, we have my business name was founded on the belief that core belief or purpose, we exist to solve a specific problem by providing specific product services to fulfill the growing demand for reason or demand. This is essential because it explains why this need is critical now. So our fill in the blank, I apologize, there we go, is Echo Clean was founded on the belief that homes can be both clean and environmentally sustainable. We exist to solve the problem of harmful chemical uses in home cleaning by providing eco-friendly cleaning products to meet the growing demand for safer green alternatives. This effort is crucial as more households seek to reduce their environmental impact without compromising on quality. All right, we got that? So we've covered the critical components that make up the foundation of your pitch, but we can't overlook one of the most important elements, which is your call to action. So your call to action tells your audience what you want them to do next and motivates them to take concrete steps towards either becoming a customer, client, or partner, or even a potential investor. So your call to action should, one, engage your audience. Clearly state what you want your audience to do. It should be specific. You should make your call to action clear and actionable. And it should also create a sense of urgency. You want to encourage immediate action or follow-up. Okay, so we have an example here for an elevator pitch call to action. Very simple, very short. Let's have a quick chat about how Echo Clean can transform your cleaning habits sustainably. Are you available for a brief call tomorrow? See, so that's very brief. And it offers the listener, whoever you're talking to during this elevator pitch, you're offering them a chance to call you and you give them a time period in which they can do it. That creates that urgency. So now that we have all your components and the call to action, let's look at how we would tailor these elements depending on the different contexts and audiences that you're presenting to. So each scenario demands a unique approach, and mastering this adaptability will actually enhance your effectiveness of your pitch. All right, so tailoring your pitch, your elevator pitch, that's the very short one. Its purpose is to spark interest quickly. It's about 30 seconds long, and you would use this in networking events and brief encounters. And its context is the concise overview of your idea or your product. Very short, 30 seconds. Next, we have your customer pitch. The purpose is to sell a product or service, and it's about 1 to 3 minutes in length. And in context, you would use it in sales meetings or your daily customer interactions. And you want to focus on how your product or service solves the customer's problem and benefits them. Next, we have your partner pitch. The purpose of your partner pitch is to form a strategic partnership with another business or entrepreneur. Its length is about 3 to 5 minutes, and context would be with meetings with potential business partners, and you would emphasize your mutual benefits and strategic alignment. So next we have your investor pitch. The purpose of your investor pitch is to secure funding, right? And longer than 5 to 10 minutes is better, because you want to make sure it's a formal presentation where you have a pitch deck and you're presenting this to investors. And you want to emphasize your business model, your market potential, financial projections, and even your strategic goals. All right? We have that? All right, so moving on, since we have the components together, we know the components, your who, what, when, how, why, and how. I'm sorry, your who, what, when, where, and how. And you have your call to action. So now we're going to put this knowledge into action. So we have a quick exercise where you'll be crafting your 30-second elevator pitch. And so for this, you will be focusing on your who, what, why, and your call to action. All right, so do we have our pens and our paper? All right, so I want you to go ahead. We actually have 5 minutes, so don't worry about the timer. I want you to go ahead and craft your elevator pitch. And then if you would like to share, please put it in the chat. All right, let's go ahead and start. And I can't see my screen, my participants, so I don't know who's in the chat yet, but once you're complete, go ahead and put your pitch in the chat, and then I'll be reading them out loud if you want to share. All right, you can get off mute if you have any questions. I almost did a motivational song. I should have had one on the PowerPoint presentation, but sorry, maybe next time. All right, it's a minute on the clock, but I'm gonna actually give another minute and a half for anybody that wants to share their pitch. All right, we still have another minute. I don't see any pictures in the chat. All right, we don't have one. Anybody? I'm gonna start calling on people. There we go. Thank you, Andrea.
Forgive me, I'm still typing.
Oh,
I
you're
just I
fine.
wanted to put something out there just to let you know that I was working on mine.
Oh, you're fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'll give another minute. Awesome. Desiree, thank you. All right, Desiree, do you want to come off mute and read your pitch?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Well, hello. I'm Desiree Kinker, the sweet and savory chef, specializing in crafting unexpected, elevated culinary adventures with no boundaries. I'm here to make your dining experiences extraordinary. I help you get time and headspace back from the hassle of what's for dinner. So you
Oh, I think we lost Desiree. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't know if she dropped the call. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for her to come back, Andrea, do you want to read yours? Come off mute and read your pitch for me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon. Almost. All right. My name is Andrea Hampton with Preparation Meets Opportunity Nurse Staffing Firm. I want to thank you all today for your time and your ears. We all know in today's time it's very difficult to find good quality staff. We can all agree that it's very important to have quality staff, right? Having quality staff aids in patient safety, the quality of care provided to the patient, overworked employees, and a host of other errors and risks to the patient, ultimately affecting the patient's life and facility's bottom line. We are located in Columbia, South Carolina at 117 Alpine Circle. We have established a brick and mortar as of 2021. Let Preparation Meets Opportunity provide quality to your healthcare facility, because at PMO, we pride ourselves in providing quality, great quality healthcare professionals to our healthcare facilities. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So you did the full comprehensive pitch. That's awesome. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see who else is in the chat. Anybody else want to come off mute and share theirs? I see Miriam.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is wonderful, by the way, Miss Tiffany. I'm really enjoying it. That's great.
Thank you.
So my name is Miriam Monroe, and I'm with Mary Kay Cosmetics. My mission is to help women feel more confident about themselves, and I do that by teaching them how to use the best products that are for them. Not the best products that we have necessarily, but really going through the process of finding out what they need, what they like, what they don't like, and really offering a solution, even if it's temporary and we move from there. The best way to work together is by meeting in person if you're local, and I can do virtual appointments as well if you're not. I started here in South Carolina. I'm in Myrtle Beach about a year ago when we moved here, but I've been in the business for over 20 years. I love what I do. I actually didn't put this in the chat because of the values of the company, which are God first, family second, career third. And I love the idea that I have no territory, so I'm available everywhere. I won't say at any time because I do have a limit on that. And I feel that for many women or many people, it really helps to do your best to look good so that you feel good. And by feeling good, you're doing your best for others. So my tagline is put your best face forward.
Awesome. Awesome job, Miriam. Thank you for sharing. All right. That was good. That was good. Who else do we have in the chat? Javon. Javon Jones, want to get off mute and share?
Hello, everybody. My name is Javon Jones. I joined a bit late, but I recently joined South Carolina Research Authority, and I joined this call today because we're looking for startup companies to help support. And feel free to connect with me. And I'm looking forward to more pitches from you all.
Awesome job. Yes, that was very short and sweet. Thank you, Javon. All right, awesome. And I see Desiree came back. Desiree, would you like to share? Sorry, we lost you earlier.
Me too. Yes, absolutely. Again, my name is Desiree Kinger. I'm the sweet and savory chef specializing in crafting unexpected, elevated culinary adventures with no boundaries. I'm here to make your dining experiences extraordinary. I help you get time and headspace back from the hassle of what's for dinner so you can enjoy being together at the table. Whether it's an intimate dinner gathering, a classy cocktail party, or a delightful dessert table, Your dining dreams are my top priority. So let's meet at the table and explore the endless possibilities of taste and enjoyment.
Wow, awesome. Thank you, Desiree. Can you come over to the WBC now, please? Thank you.
Yes, I'm only about 15 minutes away.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so everyone, those were awesome. Thank you for sharing. Wow, I see kind of the variety and creativity with your approaches. So yeah, that now that we've practiced that crafting and refining your pitches, let's talk about actually how we can help take this further. So if I can get my screen to, there we go. All right. All right, so I'm excited to introduce to you our Pitch Perfect program, Pitch Perfect Thursdays, which is a dedicated initiative to continuously help you develop your pitch, enhance your pitch, and it will be over a series of sessions. So it's designed to help entrepreneurs and business owners master the art and craft of developing and delivering compelling pitches, boosting their confidence and enhancing their ability to effectively represent themselves and their business ventures. So why do we have Pitch Perfect? Why did we create this initiative? Because we want to address the underrepresentation in opportunities, in pitching opportunities, and help entrepreneurs overcome some of their communication challenges and break down some of those psychological barriers to effectively pitching your business. We also want to contribute to the success across different industries when you're pitching for investors. So who is it for? It's for aspiring entrepreneurs, small business owners, multiple business owners, and business professionals that are looking to improve their pitching skills. So even though we're a women's business center, we are not just a program for women. However, we do want to address the specific challenges that exist with women entrepreneurs, right? Like the gender-specific communication hurdles, some of the psychological barriers like imposter syndrome. And we also want to address those critical networking and mentorship gaps, right? So next, how is our program structured? So we'll have a combination of weekly webinars and bi-weekly in-person sessions. We'll include interactive pitch building exercises, kind of like the one we had here, but more comprehensive. We'll also have instant feedback. You'll have instant feedback from other professionals and your peers. And we'll have practice sessions for fine-tuning your pitches, and we'll also have continuous evaluation and improvement. So some of the topics that we'll be covering in this program will be topics like understanding your audience, crafting compelling value propositions, structuring your pitch based on your audience, developing narratives, your why. We'll address the visual and verbal communications. And visual would be like creating your pitch deck for investors. We'll walk you through that. We'll also have a session where we address Q&As and how to handle objections when you're pitching. And then we're also providing pitch competition readiness. As Shauna had mentioned at the beginning of this webinar, we have a summit coming up August 15th, and there is a pitch competition during this summit. So the purpose of this first cycle, which is for 7 weeks, is for select entrepreneurs that want to pitch in the competition. We want to make sure that you have the tools and resources to prepare yourself and be ready for that pitch competition at the summit. Okay? All right, so when? So the first cycle is going to start June 27th. So that's 2 weeks from today. It'll be Thursdays weekly. And the sessions will start with the webinars, and then we'll have the in-person session 2 weeks after the first webinar. And then what we'll do is we will end this cycle in August 8th, and then our sessions will resume bi-weekly as we transition into the fall. Okay? All right, so the cost of this is absolutely free. We're not charging anything for this program. So there's no reason why you should not sign up for this webinar, right? But what are some other things that we provide? What makes us different from other pitch courses, other pitch webinars you may have joined? So I'm not sure if all of you have joined pitch webinars before. However, with this program, what we want to do is offer a tailored approach to where we have specialized support to address some of the specific barriers that we discussed earlier. All right, so we plan to have integrated psychological and emotional support so you can build confidence through practice, feedback, and support from your peers. And we also want to provide a supportive community so you can connect to other participants and mentors and peers, right? All right, so we offer versatility training, support for both individual business owners and multi-business owners in effectively pitching their ideas and pitching themselves. Next, we offer a diverse learning format. We're going to have interactive webinars and workshops in person and online. And then we'll have those practical exercises that help to build on the learned concepts. One thing we're focused on is using proven techniques that are in the industry now to deliver impactful pitches. So also we're committed to continuously improving our processes. So we want to make sure that we get that participant feedback and we are actually meeting your needs in this program. And then the most important, we are outcome-based. This program is designed with clear, measurable objectives so that you can actually achieve tangible results, meaning you'll be ready for real-world scenarios and even pitch competitions like the one coming up. Okay? So our mission is to give you the tools and resources to help you overcome some of the barriers and communicate your value better and perfect your approach to your pitch. All right. So how do you register for this webinar series? Here is the Eventbrite link. You can scan it and navigate to the Eventbrite page, and you should see the option for the Pitch Perfect Thursday webinar series. What you'll do is you'll fill out the registration form with your details. There'll be some questions that are asked on the form. Please fill those questions out to the best of your ability. All right, because we're trying to gather some data. We want to make sure that we are meeting your needs and catering the program to what you all need. Okay, so after you fill out the registration form, you'll be receiving a Zoom link to join any upcoming webinars. We'll also be sending out some information. Once we get those who sign up, we'll be sending to your email information regarding the upcoming sessions and some materials that you'll need for each session. All right. So, as I've stated, this is completely free. This event is completely free, but we have very limited space. So it's important for you to just go ahead and sign up and make sure you secure your spot so that we'll have an idea of how many participants, how many of you will be joining us on the 27th, and we'll be able to cater our next webinar for what you need. All right? So thank you all. Here's my contact information and how you can connect with our team if you have any questions. And then also, if you're not currently a client, please go to bcwbc.org and schedule a consultation. So that way we'll get you in a system and you'll be able to get all the communication from us about our next coming events, okay? All right, so this concludes our presentation for today. Thank you all for joining and your participation. And so now I'll open it up to questions, if anybody has any questions. And you can put them in the chat or you can come off mute and ask the questions.
In the meantime, while we have people coming off the mic for their questions, I see people already in the chat saying, thank you so much
Yeah.
for a great presentation. If we can see the clap emoji as well, because Tiffany did an outstanding job with this presentation. Not only did she provide some very useful content, but she also provides some experiential learning in this. So you had an opportunity to practice what she introduced during this presentation. So hats off to you, Tiffany. This was a superb presentation, and I'm sure the people who attended this webinar got a lot from it and will be able to implement the strategies that you shared today. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, everyone. All right, so I see in the chat, Miriam, you asked, can we be a part of the program if we cannot attend in person? Yes, so our even our in-person sessions, what we will do is record those sessions so you can be able to see what's going on in the webinar. In the in-person event. However, I encourage you, if you can, please try to be in attendance in the in-person sessions, especially if you're interested in doing the pitch competition. Is optional, but what we want is to make sure that we are in real time with you on your pitch, and you'll be able to get real-time feedback from your other peers. Okay. All right, Rachel asked, okay, so Shauna sent information on how to sign up for the Pitch Perfect training. So like we said, it is in the presentation that Eventbrite will also, for those that are on the call, I can put the link in the chat here. Or Shauna, would you be able to provide that link in the chat?
Give me a second and I'll do
Okay.
it. In the meantime, I'm going to put a question in, and if you can respond, that would be great. It's just going to ask what other topics of interest are you interested in the WBC hosting? I'm on the site now. I'm about to put in the link. Give me a second.
Okay, sorry, something happened to my microphone. Can you hear me?
Yes, and now the link is in the chat box.
Awesome. And Andrea, I saw your comment. I think this is great to build confidence and also will bring trust and confidence from our community we serve. Yes, that is one of the goals, to build confidence. Thank you. All right. So thank you everyone again for joining. It was wonderful spending this morning with you. And so this will conclude the end of our presentation. Make sure you get those links that are in the chat from Shauna, the application link, and also the Eventbrite link to sign up.
And Tiffany, lastly, there's a link to for our YouTube channel that this video, because it takes a while to upload, it will be uploaded by tomorrow afternoon. So we provided a link to our YouTube channel and the chat box as well. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you all.